or the LA Chargers just cannot get enough of this rookie, and I don't blame them. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel fully dedicated to the Chargers to give you an outsider's look into your team. We're big Jim Harbaugh fans. You'll see that in this video as well. Started this channel, and now here we are. So let me know in the comments. It's Mother's Day. Maybe you're cooking food. If you could only have one, would you go with a grill, a Blackstone, or a smoker? You can only have one. That's tough. I only have a grill, so I don't know the other ones. I see the other ones, and I think, man, I'd like to have that, but I don't know. I think a Blackstone would be cool. Smoker's cool. Let me know in the comments. Interesting. Okay. First of all, Craig made a hit on this, but we need to look at this. Is that Jim Harbaugh? Real quick before I get into the rookie, that's just like, oh, can't wait for this dude. Let me just talk about him. I don't want to leave you hanging too much here. I just don't want to leave you hanging. It's like, oh man, clickbait. Not that you guys say that. Other people do. Other channels. It's Omarion Hampton. Okay. Reports, the minicamp reports are basically like, yep, he's a stud. Remember that first picture where him and Jim Harbaugh are like shaking hands, and you're like, yeah, this dude is huge. He fits everything you're about. So if you are a Chargers fan, and again, all the reports are just like, he checks the box. His size is more than what we thought. His speed, he's young. He's an ascending player. That's why draft picks are so exciting. That's why draft picks fuel the NFL, which then fuels our excitement, because it's like, dude, this guy is going to be such a stud and just such an important player for you. And so throughout all rookie minicamp, and we'll get into some individual players and some guys that surprise and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's nice to know that your first-round pick, yep, he's going to be awesome. So can't wait to see kind of what he does as minicamp, OTAs, training camp, get into, of course, the season is going to be really special. Now, you partner that with Jim Harbaugh and the way that Jim Harbaugh treating this rookie minicamp. So let me go back to it, and it's really cool. I love this. So if you haven't seen it by now, he gives this, and again, maybe Craig had already talked about this because I know we were excited about it, but he talks about basically do things you've always done it. In rookie minicamp, he's like, hold on a second. Why don't we do some more evaluation rather than just like, all right, go out there, guys, play football. And it's like, well, this guy could be really good, diamond in the rough guy, but you miss him just because, you know, it's football or whatever. You're playing 11 on 11, 7 on 7. He just doesn't get the looks, or it doesn't go his way just that day, and he could be a really good player. So it's like, let's give everybody an even playing field. Let's go through basically different groupings, and we'll look at that here in just a second, and allows for that player that could be really good to stand out versus not standing out. So let's take a look at it right here. And he went through drills. There's different sections and drills. So he goes through special teams, and he goes through, then he has the strength and conditioning guy do some different things with him. It's like, oh man, you can identify maybe this guy's stronger, maybe he's not, right? Special teams, conditioning drill. And the fourth main section was installed plays, schemes. Let's identify the talent. Let's identify a guy that has a talent and is good enough to be here. Then take him to 11 on 11, 7 on 7. Picture a 90-minute meeting to go over offense and defense, and then go out in the field, and then we're all judging who learned the system better, but we're not really seeing the capabilities, what they have talent-wise. My point is, you have a coach in Jim Harbaugh who we know makes his teams instantly more physical. They run the ball. They play better. They're more organized. All these things that make him an outstanding coach is the way he gets his players to do these things. In the back of our minds, there's still a little of this old school mentality, not necessarily the Dan Campbell meathead, but just kind of old school. Can he stay with the times? That was the thing when he was going to come back to the Chargers. And the answer is a resounding yes. This is the coach that everybody would sign up for immediately, and you have him as your coach. He's evolving. He likes to do things differently. He doesn't just do the things the same old way. He wants to know what works, what doesn't. Let's run the ball. Let's be innovative. When he was at Michigan, he changed and worked at, okay, this has to be different. I have to figure it out. And one of the things that I don't think he's publicly admitted, maybe he did out there somewhere, I don't think he has, but when he got to Michigan, did things a certain way. Then like his way that he's doing now, that you see him do. Run the ball, physical, good defense, like all just core classic football things. And he did that, turned Michigan right around. Then there was this little window where, honestly, Michigan was chasing Ohio State, trying to figure it out. Do we need to be more offensive? What do we need to do? Need to be more innovative? Like, what's the thing? And Jim Harbaugh finally said, you know what? If I'm going to go out, because it was like, man, maybe it was COVID. It was like, maybe he needs to be fired. What's going on? He's like, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out going my way. Harbaugh football. And what happens? They rattle off 3 straight Big Ten championships, beat Ohio State 3 times, national champions. And he's like, okay, lesson learned. This is how I operate and play football. And this is how my teams are going to operate and play football, is we're going to run the ball, be physical as can be, strong up the middle, and all the things. We just start listing all the things. It's like, yeah, dude, this guy's unbelievable. So, and he said, like, right, we don't have to evaluate Amarion Hampton. We don't have to. We know everything about him. So it would be a disservice not to Amarion Hampton if he's out there in these evaluations, but to the other guys. I don't need to see you out there. Get out of the way. Love it. Couple guys that popped here is Kansas receiver Luke Grimm and Iowa State tight end Steve Glotz. Steve-O. Sorry, geez. Steve-O. I did a video on him just a couple of days ago, so I'm feeling good about this because I'm like, this dude, are you kidding me? Harbaugh said that he has a chance to be an above-average core special teams player. Grimm is polished, shifty route runner, and he showed some of that during drills Friday. Grimm also got some return as a returner. We took a look at this guy, Steve-O. He's a tight end, Iowa State, big-time player. So, again, you've got your core players that are standing out that we just kind of assumed and knew that they would be good. And then you've got a couple others that is like, ooh, rookie minicamp, undrafted free agent type guys. Like, that's just, the more good players you have, the better. Duh. And Steve-O, we loved him because of his name. And now we're just so excited to see that there's some guys. You've got enough guys. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, you have a really smart coach. You've got a ton of new players. We looked at it before. Should have pulled it up this time. But basically, you needed weapons, and you added like 6 weapons. A couple running backs, and 1 in free agent, 1 drafted. A couple wide receivers, couple drafted, couple added. Tight ends. There's Steve-O's, even a tight end. So you've got guys that you've added all over the place, and that is exactly what we need to do. The general manager's awesome. Jim Harbaugh. You have a real team, and that's what's great. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.